Has someone, anyone, seen my eyes? I'm afraid I've dropped them in a puddle.
Don't do drugs. Anyway, I discovered accidentally that if I hold down the L2 button with this spinny saw blade, then it is just like a kind of B&Q nightmare. And I'm having a tremendous amount of fun just walking around gutting guys with a spinning electric blade. And I had a terribly exciting run-in with a large version of one of these things that appeared to be swinging at me with a coat hanger, one of those sort of things. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Rolled off one edge, kept chasing me. Had to roll off another edge. I was just falling off cliffs, running away from this mad, swinging thing. Very cool. And this place in general is to be fair, is totes spooks. It's mega spooks. It's pretty trite, admittedly, like, oh, spooky medical place, things have gone wrong, but it's done well. And punctuated with this underlying sort of noise that can only be described as sounding like trickly, meaty candles burning away. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's horrible. It's horrible. And talking of horrible, I've made a friend, I think. At the very top of this thing, it gets very vertical, very reminiscent of Sen's Fortress in a strange way. It's a bag of meat or something. I don't really know what this is, but it's talking about the sea and it isn't attacking me, which is good. Unfortunately, things didn't go as well for my other friend because I was so panicked about getting caught up by rats who were kind of patrolling around the edge of this thing that I just took a sprinting attack at just as they said something. So it's like, oh, you're a dialogue person, you're not a bad one. I hope you weren't useful in any way. Sorry, chap. And obviously finding a room full of these little meat sack things did give me pause with my morals, but no, sure enough, I just sliced them up, really ground them into meaty bags. Sorry about that. Ladies? I'm presuming they're ladies. They sound like ladies in bags. Sorry. Well, I did find a meaty head. A big kind of Swedish meatball head, which I thought, well, I can go and talk to the meatball upstairs. No, nothing changed. Just wasting my time. Thanks a lot, you stupid pork sphere. Now listen, I don't want to seem like the world's most evil man, but somebody kind of asked me for some brain fluid, and I thought, I know a bag that's basically just a brain, so yeah, it's dead. This place is getting into my head, alright? It's getting to me. It's grinding me down. I'm not enjoying it. Well, I am enjoying it, but it's really messing with me. So I just want to kill everything right now. We've got these horrible sort of slug lady things. They're basically women in straitjackets with big bloated heads writhing around. It's horrible, really unpleasant, and I'm just going to murder everything and be done with this place. And guys, I know it's a bit of an unwieldy thing, it's not perfect by any means, but I've decided to make a commitment to the whirligig saw, so it gets the blood rock, it gets to be plus 10. I feel very strongly about this weapon. I think I might just sing a little bit of a, you know we belong together, fighting people wearing leather. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. I always say that, but I'm never sorry. I don't care. Anyway, I handed over the brain fluid to the admittedly quite frightening thing in a chair, and it turns out it used to be a nun lady giving blood to the church. And you know what I was saying earlier about the fact this DLC doesn't really kind of feel like the same sort of real story in a way, because the whole nightmare thing, it does now. I mean, I always knew it was the case, it's sort of a reflection of reality, but this is nice. It's filling in the gaps with the blood church and about how they did use vessels, and these women there's a reason they're all women, it's because they were the nuns of the healing church they were somehow trying to use people as almost filtration systems for the old blood. Oh, it's horrible. And also amazing. Finally, I had a crack at what was obviously going to be a boss behind this door. And, I mean, look at this. It's just these weird, wobbly zombie behemoths coming at me in a beautiful field of sunflowers, dying things. Just gorgeous. I had a really good first attempt at this, didn't manage it, but I'm almost glad I didn't, because I want to spend more time in this arena. This is fab. And after finishing off this beautifully simple encounter, you know, I love the fact that these enemies don't do that much. You know, this encounter is not about showcasing an enemy or showcasing a boss. It's about the area, it's about the feel. Yeah, very cool. On to Maria. she's cool. She's cool. I mean, she killed me. I don't care. She's well cool. And I'll tell you what, I summoned someone in to help me out, but then I immediately regretted it because I thought, you know what, this is a cool boss. Maria deserves a fair rub here, 1-on-1. So I died. I messed it up and I went back in again on my own. And it was the best decision because rather than wiping her out with somebody else helping me, I had to be in that fight and the music kicked in. And oh my god, I thought tooth and nail, and then she started firing bloody flames out the end of her swords and she killed me. Fair enough. And she killed me when she had a sliver of health. I was so close. And it was electrifying. And now I'm gonna go back again and I'm gonna kill her. Prey slaughtered. What a boss. What a game. And then willing the clock to my demands, a new doorway into a bright light realm opens. And again, fully taking advantage of this dream nightmare bollocks, going from just super brightness into this weird dark swamp. Chilling stuff, seeing the sort of shadowy outlines of abandoned crashed ships in the distance. And yeah, this reminds me of stuff that Dark Souls 2 tried to do and did really shonkily. And I'm in. It's a great shame that I feel like this DLC will come to an end soon because I'm fully back into Bloodborne now. I'm back into this world. I just want more. I'll tell you what, when I went back to level up, I actually just skipped through loads of dialogue with the doll without thinking and realised actually it was about that boss fight and maybe the doll and Maria are somehow the same person. And you know, whilst perusing this horrible fishing village, I started to think, well, where is this? Because everywhere else has been like a place I've been to. And this seems new. And I'm thinking, well, what is this dream about? Where am I? And then it just sort of clicked in my head and it's like, hang on a minute, this is Bergenworth or around that area. This is what it was before they built the school. There was a fishing village or something. Something weird's going afoot. And I tell you what, there's lots of fishy bastards here. These big fishy bastards can get on a bicycle and ride a long way away from me. Deeper in, after just sprinting past all those giant fish bastards, which feels like the best option, to be honest, it comes to a bit that's I was like, oh no, is this going to be a Blighttown thing? But it's brief, and it's not going to fuck with me. I mean, it's a wobbly, tiny bridge. I'm not going near it. When I got to the bottom, I just realised these people are just leaving caviar everywhere. But worse than that, all the fish at the bottom, they're not fish. They're the tiny slug things. And now I'm beginning to see where these things came from. The sea, obviously, dredged up in nets by fishermen. Thinking, what are these things? Oh, it's strange. But I'll tell you what, it's nasty down here. It's all holes and darkness and suspicious ladders. And those singing ladies with wobbly heads made of eyes are around, causing frenzy. But I'm not as afraid this time. I know what I'm doing. I've got my sedatives. I've actually worked out what they're for now. It's pretty obvious. And I cannot believe the gall of this. Look at this trap that they were setting for me somewhere. It's like, oh, there's a ladder there. You can run around and climb the ladder, but look what's just above. This guy waiting to pounce while you're trying to climb a ladder, showing off his gooch without a care in the world. Look at my gooch. Well, I'm going to shoot you in the gooch, chap. That's what happens when you show a stranger your gooch. Well, Operation Shoot You in the Gooch was a total failure, but I'll remember this. I will. And that's it for this week's Bloodborne Diaries. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time for the finale. Sorry, I think my bugle's broken. Bye.